Hello, hello, and welcome back as my pursuit of ultimate vengeance continues down in the murky mires of Perfidious Manor in Darkest Dungeon. My goal for the episode? Simple. Keep stress levels low, pile on EXP for our team of butchers here who I would like to send down into the darkness of the cove to carve the drowned crew into chunks of stew meat. Pete, can you actually make stew out of ghosts, you may be asking? Well, we're damn sure gonna find out. I got Deathstroke, I got Barbed Wire, I got the Dazzler, I got Rachel Roth here with some, ready action. She's gonna get all up in there. I'm probably... Dazzler is not actually gonna go on the mission. More likely we're gonna sub her out for the old Huntress up here. Catherine Bishop? Yeah, she's gonna be going in instead. Because she's looking to back the team up with some range damage on marked target, which is sort of our specialty. And she's finally looking to add a few more trophies to the old Huntress's case. Or, considering she's a member of Batman's Rogues Gallery, a trophy to the case. Because it's not like she's ever enjoyed a single victory when squaring off against the Bat. But, the Batman thing, I guess, is all doubly appropriate here. Because I am looking to attain my own vengeance. Much like the Bat himself, I'm declaring war on crime and the Cove in general, and the Drowned Crew in specific. They're my own personal Joe Chill.
So let's get to work. I got some Ross Al Ghul style training to do here, and if I'm gonna find my own Liam Neeson to teach me a particular set of skills, I gotta get to work, and not be wearing hockey pads.
This is the worst Batman of all time. Alright, you guys can take powder. We had that team in there last time to just kill time while we got rid of some diseases. The team was more than a bit disease-addled. Now, though, that pastime is gone. We can take these guys, get them back to work. We do have to get some trinkets on, so let's unequip them all. Sort them by rarity, get the team geared back up, and get Deathstroke and the boys ready to get back in there and get to stroking. Sounded a little dirty. That's not what I meant. All right, Slade. So, what do we got here? Brawler's Gloves. I don't want the crit penalty. Honestly, I don't remember what I had you guys wielding. It's been a couple days since I played Darkest Dungeon. I'm pretty sure somebody was rocking the Ancestor's Pen, because it's huge damage, huge crit. That seems respectable. I don't really want to magnify your bonus stress any further. And we do have +5 crit. What if we take 25% damage and lower that crit bonus? I mean, we still would have an overall bonus to critical. And just catastrophic damage. That's an extra 40%. You know what? Yeah, let's go for the Brawler's Gloves. Then we got Barbed Wire. Now, Barbed Wire is a little bit of a different story. We can still make this work. What do we need here? We do want to go with something plus damage. I'm thinking the Ancestor's Candle. It does have a dodge bonus, which nobody else is really going to take advantage of. But it's bonus speed, bonus damage. And our goal here is to have Barbed Wire win in the speed roll. She's fast on her feet despite those heals. Don't let them fool you. And I think plus extra damage here. We're really just looking to make these guys into killers. But we want her to beat speed rolls so that she can mark for Deathstroke and get him the extra bonus damage. Although now that I think about it, weren't we rocking... Somebody was walking the Wolf's Tassel, right? Who was that? I mean, this is just a flat 20% melee damage boost. That's pretty good. Were you rocking the Wolf's Tassel instead of... You know what? Yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's do the Wolf's Tassel instead. It's bonus damage only against mark, but it's also bonus accuracy against mark targets. And again, our goal is to have the speed roll won by old Barbed Wire here. As for our Vestals, well, we're not going to get anything too creative here. We never look for anything fancy. It's just going to be a pair of Sacred Scrolls and a pair of Tomes of Holy Healing. We're going to double up on the goodness. Tomes of Holy Healing, Sacred Scrolls. We got the double Vestal action. This team is going to be nigh indestructible to anything save stress. Stress is really the only mitigating factor for this team because nothing else is bringing them down. You can't stop them. You can't bring them down. They're like Jefferson Starship, man. They built this train together, standing strong forever. Nothing's going to stop us now. Or was that just Starship? I don't know. There have been so many incarnations of the Starship, Jefferson Starship. Don't fucking default me into the Cove ever again, Darkest Dungeon, you piece of shit. We have literally one medium mission, and it's in the ruins. It's a long veteran mission, but a long mission could be exactly what we need to get these guys to EXP for their bump. What's our, the High Gunslinger's Buckle is respectable. Is it time to do a long mission? I think the answer is yes. Let's do this. Get to provisioning and get to killing. My vengeance, I gotta have it. I'm going to take more food than I ordinarily would into a big dungeon here because, you know, barbed wire, she's got a hearty appetite. Dazzler, you know, she needs that fuel to fuel her mutant ability to turn sound into light. Honestly, I don't know how Dazzler, I think she has this terrible power. She can turn sound into light. It's like the stupidest power of all time. Holy water. We're going into the ruins, so let's take one. And torches, we got a long mission. I'm going to bring an abundance of torches. Let's say, yeah, it seems good. 22 torches is probably plenty. And now I'm rethinking my trinkets a little bit because you know, I do want to get the Ancestors map in here or something that's plus scouting. We could probably do without one of these. Let's bump out the Tome of Holy Healing, and I'm going to take the Ancestors map instead. So give me this. No, not the scroll. Map. We need the bonus scouting chance if we can get it. Now we're good. Embark. The other bonus to the Ancestors map, people are like, oh, you know, you shouldn't take the Ancestors map, Peep, because it has that stress penalty. Well, one, we got the Sacred Scroll, so some of that penalty is offset. But two, the bonus that you get for disarming traps on that usually is going to make it, if you run into some traps during your journey, it's going to make it not a stress penalty. It's actually a stress bonus. Because the bonus you get from disarming those traps usually is more than enough to offset the additional amount you take from stress attacks and wandering around stress. And completing 100% of room battles is going to be a real pain in the dick here, because this dungeon layout sucks, and we know without a doubt that the last room battle is going to be right friggin' there. So we're in this one for the long haul. All right, we've surprised our foes. Kopetsky, do your thing. Oh, that's my girl. That's my girl right there. The only thing is we don't really need you to mark anybody. I really just needed you to hit that madman and kill him. Boy, I'm glad we surprised them. What did I say was going to be our delimiting factor at the opening of this episode? Pretty sure I said something about stress attacks. We're about to eat a whole bunch right here. The double whiff, guys. That's just, it's absolutely in all ways unacceptable. Now we've been doomsayed, and already barbed wire is up to 36 stress. Now, granted, this is a long dungeon, so we have a couple camps in us if we need it, but this is a bad start. It's a bad start. Okay, you have got to kill this man. Where was that shot like 90 seconds ago? Huh? Deathstroke? No, we're getting knifed in the dark. That's fine. The knife in the dark is, as long as it's not a stress attack, we don't care about damage. We have so much healing in this team. The damage is going to be, we could take infinite damage effectively. Little quarrel to the heart. That's nothing that we can't undo with a single group heal, which I'm going to go ahead and do right now. Blair, you know, drop the lightning bolt, actually. I don't want to get hit by stress attacks. Again, I just don't care about damage. I don't care. Pull this man to the front. And now Deathstroke. That's right. Stroke him to death, baby. Oh, they call the orgasm the little death, and now we know why. It's because when Deathstroke is pumping on you, you're actually gonna die. He's gonna, you know, he's gonna masturbate you straight unto death. There we go. All right. We did, you know, we did okay. We got some stress relief as well, a little bit of mitigation there from the multiple critical kills that we stacked up. I don't need, we so don't need any kind of heirlooms at this point. I'm just gonna probably throw all of our heirlooms in the dirt. We got no use for them whatsoever. Yeah, I'm gonna need a shovel here. I'm beginning to wish already that maybe I had brought a few more shovels along. That's our light level. Good enough for a fight, and there is going to be one. Where are you going? Going to pick a fight. All right, Barbara Kopetsky, win a speed roll. That's my girl. Pull this jerk to the front. No stress attack from the front. Not quite to the front, but good enough. You know, I'm going to trust Slade Wilson to get the job done here. I'm going to trust Deathstroke to not get dodged. And we're going to have these guys drop a little lightning bolt from the blue. And then Deathstroke, you my boy. That's what we needed. No stress attacks then. All we got left is a bunch of clumsy axes chucked by guys with arrows in their back. I love the fact, that's actually one thing, I don't often talk about the graphics and the art of Darkest Dungeon, but this really is a remarkably beautiful game. And this is a fantastic touch too. Those guys have arrows in their back. It sort of fits with the whole theme of the Darkest Dungeon. These guys, somebody shot them all in the back. It really is quite awesome. You know what? Here, take a little nap. Get uppercut, punk. Oh, and stun to boot. I really just wanted to move him. Okay, hold on a second. There's one thing we got to do. I've got to reorder these skills so they're in the same order on everybody's bar, because this is flat out driving me nuts. I've got one bolt of lightning that's on a 3, but then our other vessel has that same bolt of lightning on a 2, and I keep hitting the wrong button, and ultimately I know that's going to come back to bite me in the ass, so I just need to undo it. Little axe blade, no problem for barbed wire. She's used to a little light punishment every now and then. And in fact, we're going to have you go ahead and mark this distant target. We'll get to him in a turn or two. Slade. That's what we needed. Good God, Slade Wilson. They call him the Deathstroke because every single stroke of his blade and another soul goes screaming down into wherever the hell. Well, I don't know. Is Deathstroke? I may be confusing Deathstroke with Lobo because they're basically the same guy. Pretty sure I'm confusing Deathstroke with Lobo. Lobo's like a demon, I guess. I don't know what Deathstroke's story is. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've looked at a Deathstroke comic. And there's a rare kill for barbed wire, even though she is a phenomenally murderous woman.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task.
Onyx is more valuable than Jade, so yep, do that. You can go on the floor, and I gotta fix these skills. So Rachel Roth, open up your skill tree here. Hold on. Okay, so I want 1. Dazzling Light. No, I want 2, 3, and 4. Okay, sorted. So yours is on a 2. Now we got to make it so the Allison Blair's is also on a 2. So we're going to unselect everything. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, good. Let's make sure these guys. You know what? Let's just do this for everybody while we're at it. This is just a generalized good idea. So you're going to go collect bounty, mark for death. You have come hither, and then finish him. Then for Slade Wilson, it's going to be very similar, but slightly different. In that he's going to have, instead of come hither, he's going to have uppercut a bitch, and then hook and slash. Okay, we good? Good. All right, everybody's all fully sorted. Let's open this thing and see what's in this unlock strongbox. An emerald, which is worth exactly as much. You know what? Just drink the holy water. I don't care about the deeds. I'm keeping the key in favor of an emerald because at some point with the Ancestors map, I think our odds are pretty good of finding a secret room. We got to go all the way through this dungeon anyway. Where was my scouting on that one? 83 for our light level. 77, we're still above 75, so we're good, even if there's a fight in here, which there is, and I'm not even worried about this fight. This is exactly the kind of target we're set up to bring down in a freaking hurry. This guy's going to get double marked and obliterated. Meanwhile, Allison Blair and the ladies in the back are just going to do their best to work over the distant targets. We got the Wolf's Tassel, so we got bonus accuracy, bonus critical against Johnny. I'm marked a lot from the front. This guy will probably be dead in our next 2 bounty hunter rounds. And you can't touch Barbara Kopetsky. Nobody touches barbed wire unless they pay. You want to touch the dancers, you got to pay extra for that, sir. Okay, Slade Wilson taking a little damage. But again, damage is not our concern. We're not worried about the damage. Kopetsky with the wallop. Comes a coral at us. Double dodged again. Now, we probably should heal a little bit here because our team is getting a little bit banged up. So let's patch up Slade there. Deathstroke brings the stroke of death. Another coral. They're really working over barbed wire here. It's okay. We'll patch her up. She's used to going to the doctor. A little shot of penicillin. We'll get barbed wire right back in action. You know, there's no disease so virulent that we can't patch it up with a little bit of penicillin.
How quickly the tide turns.
I think we may have taken more stress in this fight than we did in the fight against the units that actually caused stress. It's been exclusively critical based, though. You know what? Uppercut this corpse. I don't remember if this clears corpses. Corpses, okay, didn't move it either. That's disappointing. Start dropping some bombs on this guy's skull. Also, we needed the heal, so that's damage and healing for Rachel Roth. Here comes another coral. 8 damage for Dazzler's no big deal. She's going to catch all that back. Can we hit that guy? We cannot. Well, hack the corpse and get it out of the road, then. We could have hit this guy with the come hither. Man, barbed wire is all devastatingly powerful. She knew to hit just where we were weakest. What she's saying is I kicked him right in the dick. I knew where he was the weakest, then I kicked him in it. Turns out he was weakest to dick damage, so I put my foot in his dick. Locked sarcophagus is trapped. What's our trap? Nothing we had to worry about. The scout is beautiful. It may save us a room. Nope, there's a fight in it, so we're stuck going there anyway. Son of a bitch. Hunger. We got food. Grab this. Stashed heirlooms in the crate. Mine for the taking. Nothing I want. Where's my trap, though? Okay. So how much stress do you have? 11. Well, we're just going to have... What's your disarm chance? With the Ancestors map, 95%. There we go. Stress relief. That 8 that we relieved right there because of the disarm bonus is probably more than we've taken from having the additional penalty. It's only 10%, and again, it's offset by the scroll. So we're actually taking no additional, but still. Mark this person. Johnny Fat Guy in the front. Got to be marked and killed. Slade. God, I love that combo. One, the bigger they are, the harder they fall, and Wayne June just said it way, way more eloquently than my pathetic ass ever could. We set him up and we knocked him down, and Johnny Fat Guy just goes down in a heap. I would say that's a double dodge, but I really feel like, more honestly, that was a miss on the Cutthroat's part. I don't want to take credit for being amazing when that was actually entirely the fault of this guy just being a miserable failure. I don't want to try and take credit for someone else's accomplishments, even if they are negative accomplishments. We got to get rid of something here, because there's no way I'm abandoning gold. It's so early on in the trip, though. We could camp, but we don't have enough stress to make that worthwhile, so I hate to do it, but the Onyx is going on the ground here. We're going to take the gold instead. And then we're going to backtrack for like 8 zillion rooms. And probably, I'm thinking maybe at the end of this, instead of torches, we just camp. No, it'd be such a waste. We don't have enough stress to make camping necessary. I want to be able to use my camping for stress relief almost exclusively. We're hungry again. We got 2 stress. Okay, so what's your disarm chance? Oh, you can't fail. Sweet. You want to throw some more traps my way in hallways I've scouted, Darkest Dungeon? Knock yourself out. I would be loving to disarm them for a little free, cheap stress relief here. Bounty Hunters actually have pretty good disarm skill. There is a trap right here, which, by the way, we have scouted. So we're going to get at least one more opportunity for that. Probably we will throw that on barbed wire again. She's still rocking the most stress. Slade's at 5. Everybody else is at 1 pip or less. Got 2 on the old barbed wire here. She's down to 1 now. Another 8 stress relief. What are our curios? A torch. Good. We needed torchlight. Let's grab that. And I think we'll just burn it immediately. That takes us to 89, which is plenty. Don't read books, kids. Darkest Dungeon reminding you once again, reading is not fundamental. Never touch a book, and for the love of all that is sacred and holy, don't fucking step foot in the library. I'm still more upset by the critical stress than I am by the actual damage from the critical. Tempting Goblet. Okay, that's bad. 17 stress is a buttload for a single attack. You guys got to start working this dude in the background over, because Team Bounty Hunter is going to be otherwise occupied with Johnny Fat Guy here. Although, from the looks of things, they ain't going to be occupied with Johnny Fat Guy too terribly long. Rachel Roth with the kill, the self-heal, and a tiny amount of stress relief. We're getting ground pounded. That's so trivial damage, I don't even care. Everybody resisted the stun. That is beautiful.
Monstrous size has no.
I'm telling you, this team, man. This team, though.
Inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Inordinate exsanguination. We can't do anything, dude. You know what? Mark them. If nothing else, we can set up an easier shot here for Barbara Kopetsky. With the dodge, beautiful dodge, barbed wire. Give me the cold come hither and yank this guy to the front, or just slit his throat with the hook itself. Both are acceptable. We're taking all of this stuff. Kind of regretting having thrown that Onyx on the floor, but what are you going to do? And we don't have holy water with which to clean the magic sigil. I probably shouldn't have thrown that on the floor as well, but what's done is done. We got more hallway battles to fight. There's our secret room. Secret room in a long dungeon should be pretty lucrative. More hunger. We did just pick up a couple extra food to help combat that. Lights back to 90. Stashed heirlooms are likewise, yep, just going on the floor.
are often
I still am
lost
curious
for
about the whole legal policy of the hamlet here and why everything has 8 billion deeds. There's not that many properties in the hamlet, man. There's like 8 places. Why do we have 8,000 deeds? What is so important that it needs that much deedage? That's what I want to know. We're going to move you to the front so Slade Wilson can kill you. You know, we need some healing. We could also use some damage. Let's just hit these guys in the front rank. They'll be easy. We might even be able to get a kill on one. I'm trusting Deathstroke. And I definitely should not have done that. We do have her towards the front, though, which I think means she can only knife or go back. I don't remember if the Cultist Enchantress stress attack. I don't think it works from the front row. Okay, so she's going to push Barbara Kopetsky. I'm surprised that didn't... I mean, we do have penalties to move skills. Oh, wait, that's to our skill chance. We're unlikely to move people. It doesn't give us a penalty towards being moved. Rachel Roth taking a little tail slap. 16 stress from a 3 damage attack. Seems a little egregious to me, but what do I know? I know that I want the stress unit dead. Once again, Slade Wilson swinging that axe. 17 damage out of Kopetsky. She's going to wrap you. That barbed wire isn't just a cultural tattoo, you know. Just that barbed wire, that means something. It's important. It's like the mashed potato sculpture Richard Dreyfuss made on his kitchen table in Close Encounters. This means something. It's important. If we were going to get back-to-back stunned, I was going to be real salty, actually. I'm tempted to come hither. You know what? Come hither to Gargoyle. We need to pull him to the front a little bit. Taking a rend for the old gods. Stacking some bleeds on me. Yeah, we got 4 per round for 3 rounds. That's not nothing. We'll probably have... Now, our premier healer here, actually, is Dazzler. Dazzler is still our preferred healer because she's got the bigger bonuses. She's rocking the Tome of Holy Healing and the Sacred Scroll, not just the Sacred Scroll. So when we can, we're going to have Rachel Roth, you know, favor damage when possible and also destroy this marked target. Thank you. So good, man. So good. 1,000 gold and 2 emeralds. Let's use a bandage. Pitch those bandages on the floor. Take the gold. We also could have eaten that 2 food. But I'm getting a little worried about our overall food situation. I'm not going to lie. Man, so many room battles. This is actually interesting. We could do the Shambler. This team has got damage by the bucket. I think they could bring him down. You know what? No, it's stress. I would kill the Shambler with this team because I actually like this team complement for bringing down the Shambler. The problem is they would take a bunch of stress doing it. And we got to remember our goal, man. Our quest for vengeance here. We want to have to spend as little time as possible. We got to minimize our downtime. And if we have to go in for stress relief, that is not minimizing our downtime in any way, shape, or form. We're going to pick up 3 puzzling trapezohedrons here. In all likelihood. You know what? No, we'll come back. I'm coming back for that once I've had inventory space. I don't want to camp this early when we have this many fights left to go. We got to conserve, conserve, conserve. That's the motto of the day. Who do we want to kill? It doesn't really matter here. We should just go for whatever we can get. So let's take the easy shot, have Kopetsky take the easy mark. And you know what? Get this guy out of here.
The ground quakes.
There we go. Deathstroke uppercut him like a punk ass. Speaking of punk asses, barbed wire just got punked a little bit. Somebody put a bucket of water over the door of her apartment and she walked out. It fell on her. And Ashton Kutcher was there. He was like, ah! I don't miss that show. You know what? You probably need heal more than anyone else. Drop a bomb on this Spearman Dazzler. Do some damage. Heal thyself. Set up a kill for Kopetsky. Beautiful. And, I mean, nobody else really needs heals, so let's just start dropping bombs on the guy who's most likely to critical us, and this guy has a much higher critical % chance than his little friend back there. That guy isn't really going to be doing much from that position anyway. He's a front rank fighter, not designed to be in those back rows. Give me the... There we go. Slade Wilson, once again, delivers a kill. Clumsy axe blade. 3 damage for barbed wire. No big deal. That attack also, I think, moved her forward 1. Let's go ahead and mark you. And finish him. 9 damage, but it does hit the 3rd rank, which is acceptable. Dazzler's going to go ahead and throw the big heal. Or the group heal rather than the big heal. Drop a train on that man, and everybody wins. So far, this team, man, we're firing on all cylinders. They are rocking this dungeon. They are rocking this mother. This hallway is straight up shit, though. Look at this. 3 fights? Come on. Okay, one of them is just 2 gargoyles, so this isn't going to take too terribly long. And one of those gargoyles missed their initial attack. Let's go ahead and mark this guy. We'll just mark him and let Slade Wilson kill him. So Slade, there you go. 1 shot, 1 kill. Gargoyle down. Probably didn't need the mark there since these guys have a whopping 10 hit points and are going to manage to do absolutely nothing to us this entire fight because we'll very definitely kill this unless Rachel Roth misses. Or does minimum damage. That's the other possible outcome. Barbed wire's there to clean up the mess, though.
This expedition at least promises success.
Oh, so long, Anti-Venom. I need money. We got to upgrade the gear of like 18,000 different employees. So I'm going to be needing all of the cash I can get my filthy little hands on. Another fight. Okay, mark the ghoul. The ghoul has got to die. I'll let this guy hit me 10 times for every 1 howl the ghoul gets off. Okay, rend is good. We got a chance now to kill this ghoul before he can hit us with a single stress attack. I like it. 14 damage from Slade Wilson, I have to admit, is not what I was hoping for there. There's the dodge. Okay, that's bad. 6 damage. Now we got to get Slade Wilson and Kopetsky to try and take this guy down before he can act. I don't like our chances. And then barbed wire stepped up to the plate and cut him in half. And Slade Wilson, not to be outdone, killed his foe with a single goddamn swing. I was wrong to doubt you guys. I'm sorry. You know, it takes a big man to admit when he's made a mistake. And in this case, I was, in fact, mistaken.
Is only the first test.
Does that mean, I'm the big man? Well, I mean, like, if we're talking physically, yeah, I actually am a pretty big guy. Not, like, large or muscular, but, just fat. This man in the back has got to die. Please pull him to the front. Get him up here with the hook so Slade Wilson can put the kill on him. Slade with the beautiful dodge. Don't get stunned. Resisted, but okay, good. We didn't get stunned. That's fantastic. You know what? I'm going to trust Slade Wilson against all trust. Last time I trusted him to do his job here and pull the kill on the cultist, he kind of mucked it. This time, I'm going to give him a little opportunity for redemption. We're going to try and kill one of these gargoyles. That stun is really unfortunate. Didn't quite get the job done. Wilson. Speaking of getting the job done. Alright, so apparently Slade Wilson is weak to breast damage because any enemy that has boobs, Slade Wilson's just like, no, I'm sorry, can't touch him. I'm mesmerized and hypnotized by the power of those breasticles, and Barbara Kopetsky's back there going, come on, I'm right here, man. He's like, I just basically see you. You're like my brother. I see you as just, you're another part of the family. You're basically just one of the boys, Barbara Kopetsky. Like that movie with the girl who dressed it up as a man to play football or something. I don't actually remember the plot of that film. But you're just one of the boys. Wait, was that Amanda Bynes? That might have been Amanda Bynes. I may be confusing that with an 80s movie where the only thing I remember about it is the cover of the movie was a girl holding a football helmet over each of her breasts. I think it was just one of the boys. We are reeling and about to break, and I think we're probably going to be camping after this particular fight. 1 shot, 1 kill for Deathstroke. Somebody really needs to get this gargoyle, though. Their constant criticals are a problem, not from a damage perspective, but again, it's just the stress. A little bit of stress relief there. Big heal wouldn't hurt. Do we have what it takes to go one more fight before we go for some stress relief? I feel like maybe we could get one more good fight out of the team here. Wilson, buddy, what is up with letting the enemies dodge you like this, man? You look pathetic. I don't want to get hit and take more stress attacks, so in lieu of healing you, which is what I would have liked to do, I'm just going to go ahead and kill that guy.
Creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
That trash goes on the floor. We're coming back this way anyway, so I don't mind leaving this chest until maybe we've got a little more inventory space. Also a little concerned about running out of shovels. We're down to our last one. Run a torch here just to keep the darkness at bay. Hunger prompt frees up an inventory space for us. Don't be anything in this room. We didn't scout. The fact that we didn't scout means now we actually have to walk there. And we know there's at least one more fight in this dungeon. I don't want to use my last shovel here. You know what? No. We're going to take a little stress for backtracking here. We're going to gamble that that room is empty. I'm not going to use my last shovel on that and then wind up having to dig through like 4 rock falls down in this area. I'm just not going to do it. Oh, good, the Collector. A fight which we are not gloriously well prepared for, but the fact that we surprised the Collector is hugely beneficial to us. We got him marked. We start dropping trains on him. Our inability to hit more than one enemy at a time is admittedly going to be a bit of a problem. But if Kopetsky could get off and get one big critical here, man, we had a very small chance to have killed the Collector before he ever even got to summon. That would have been beautiful. I don't think we can move. You know, the Collector is actually not that resistant to moves. Throw it. If we can bring him to the front, we can just have Slade Wilson kill him. That'll be fine. Yeah, you're going to have to heal him more than 12 a turn if you want to get that job done, girl. Little headhunt. Okay. That's a bleed attack, I believe, which we resisted. That's nice. The bleed attacks are going to be a problem if we fall victim to the actual bleeding component. Show me the collection. This is very bad. That's a stress attack. Not as much stress as I was expecting, honestly. I say we just keep focusing on the Collector. Our goal should be to just bring him down. Pile on the damage, and if Kopetsky wins a speed roll... Oh, beautiful! There it is! The Collector is down already. Overwhelming damage is the order of the day. It's all about the overwhelming damage. The headhunt. I'm very worried about, see, that bleed. Those are really going to stack up. We get hit by enough headhunts, and we're going to be in some significant trouble. We have got to heal here. I want to keep us off death's door. We need to heal Rachel Roth. We can also get a twofer by having her just lightning bolt one of those floating heads. A little stress relief, too. So nice. 11 damage from Kopetsky. It's something. Comes another headhunt. See, and this is why you got to worry about this bleed. Those bleeds, they start to stack up pretty darn quickly. Let's get rid of all of the bleed-causing units. And that just leaves the enemy vessel here. What the hell is headache? Self-heal? A buff. Bonus damage. Alright. I don't think it's going to save you because it doesn't give you any extra I'm not going to die when Slade Wilson chops my head off action, which is really sort of what you needed. 15 from barbed wire, and we're going to follow that up with 16 from Slade Wilson, and you are done. And we got a puzzling trapezohedron for our difficulties. We really got to camp soon. Then again, what are the odds we have to fight the Collector again? What have we here? It's a box. Can't staunch the flow. You can't staunch the flow of your own thievery? Something to smile about? Tell me. Oh, God. It's an urn full of ashes. The hero contracts a deadly disease. Creeping cough, which does what? It's terrible. We have no way to conveniently cure it without taking a week off. Man, see, this is exactly what I'm hoping to avoid. Stuff that's going to give us downtime. I'm trying to avoid the downtime. But, you know what? Now that I think about it, if we can level off of this mission, you guys, you got to do better than this. If we can get enough EXP to get ourselves the bonus level off of this mission, though, we were going to need to take a week of downtime because we'll have to be at no stress when we do decide to go in to murder the drowned crew. So there was always going to be at least 1 week of downtime. I say we just try and make that week this week. We just hope we get enough EXP out of this long veteran mission that we can level up. Kopetsky, that was a beautiful shot, by the way. I don't know what you mean about called his bluff. What the hell was the gargoyle bluffing about? That he was dangerous or threatening? I'm confused. There's the scout. Tell me what's in that room and tell me there's no room battle there. That was a huge scout. Oh, we guessed correctly, so we avoided an obstacle and a battle. I don't like this at all, though. 2 hallway battles. Ghoul Town is Trouble Town. Mark the Ghoul. Ghoul Town is Trouble Town. Yeah, we got Rent for the Old Gods. Resisted the bleed? Yes, we did. Start dropping bombs on the ghoul. The ghoul has got to die before any other considerations. It's the most important, because this is what we got to stop. Yeah, barbed wire's getting borderline. We have to camp at our next available opportunity. It's non-negotiable. 17 damage, Slade Wilson. That's the best you could do. Well, it's better than Kopetsky's 13. It's going to make us take another friggin' howl. Of course it hit. I hate all of you.
Perhaps the turning point.
Don't critical. We can't take criticals here. That's really the most important thing. Also, keeping ourselves healed is slightly important as well. 18 damage. How come you didn't get a critical there, Kopetsky, and maybe a little stress? Give me some stress relief! Not on Slade Wilson. I needed other stress relief. Alright, if we're going to carry an heirloom, it's going to be crests. We need those more than we need any other heirloom. Torches, though?
The light, the promise of
This
safety.
actually, I think, is a stress heal, right? Altar of Light? Nope, it's bonus damage. Yes, Divine Lords, I am here. Slade Wilson's taking some bonus damage? Well, that's going to make this fight really ugly for the enemies that we fight. It's a shame this bonus is going away because we pretty much have to camp.
And purpose is made clear.
Stress-causing unit is terrible unit. You know what? Hit him. God damn it. Okay, they threw it at Dazzler. That's something. We're still far from an ideal scenario here, but it is something. God damn it, Wilson, you couldn't kill that guy even with bonus damage? No crits. All we care about is stress. There was a critical. Give me some stress relief on... We're 4 stress from dead here is why... Or there we go. That's got to be some stress relief, right? Nope. That's some stress relief, though? Never for the right... It's never for who we need. All right, well, 12 crests is something, but I think we're probably going to throw these on the floor because I want the gold. It is important to remember we do still have a long, long walk back to go to that secret room because we are going to the secret room. At least we don't have to go down here. We could get some cheap stress relief from this curio, but it's definitely time to camp here. And our focus, it's going to be entirely stress relief.
The battle may yet be won.
These guys are at respectable levels, so we really got to work on de-stressing Kopetsky. Plan takedown. What do we have that's... Like, prevent nighttime ambush. That's what we want to do. Somebody's got to have it. Somebody has it, though. Chant. Nope. Bless. No. Somebody has prevent nighttime ambush. Nobody has prevent nighttime ambush, huh? Okay, well, that's real shitty. I'm not a fan of this. How do we not have one person who has prevent nighttime ambush? Also, why do we not have 5 camping skills? Could we just not afford it? Barbara Kopetsky's really getting the holy living shit encouraged out of her, though. Everybody's like, man, you know, Barbara, everything is cool. We're all doing real good. Here, have a little pep talk as well. Get yourself a nice buff. And this is where we're going to get ambushed because we failed to prevent nighttime ambush.
The match is
Oh, no, for once we actually caught a break. No ambush. All right, sweet. Off we go, then. Trap here. We're probably going to disarm that. Don't touch books. Just grab the sunburn torch and burn it. Kopetsky. Little 8 stress relief there. I will take it. We picked up 2 stress after disarming it to be like, hey, I found a trap and disarmed it. It's like, oh, I'm all freaked out by this. How did you know it was there? Got the surprise. Throw the hook. Pull this man forward so that Slade Wilson can murder him. Slade Wilson, please murder him. It wasn't quite the murder that we needed, but it was good enough. That does still leave us with one stress-causing unit back there, though, who's not very close to dead. Little Ren for the old gods. This does not concern us greatly. Stressful incantation. All right, Rachel Roth is actually piling up a little bit of stress here. She's up to 52. Bump in the night. Dodged adroitly by barbed wire. Barb.
Devastating blow.
9-point critical. You know what? We actually don't need Slade Wilson to hit that. We've got... Probably should have had Slade Wilson hit that, actually, now that I think about it. But again, Slade is weak to breast damage, man. And also, she only Eldritch pushed us, which is fine. Didn't even work. 6 stress is a little irritating, but... Dazzler? Dazzler is immune to boob damage. She's got a set of her own, and, you know, when it comes to boob, she's pretty much seen it all, so... She's not really worried about it. Big heal there. And some stress relief, which is much, you know, much needed. Tick-tock. It did 1 damage. It's like, I don't know what that attack is, but it's pretty fucking lame. Also, you're dead now. We're taking a little more stress relief. Threw a bolt from the blue at that man, which did not connect. Now we're taking a little Ren from the old gods. Resisted both the move and the bleed. And Deathstroke's going to heal your head from your shoulders. The bloody dice. Bloody dice are quite nice. Quest complete, but we're going to continue adventuring. 1, because we still have an opportunity to camp. And 2, secret room. Secret room, though. Go into the secret room. And hey, another trap for some free stress relief. What's your trap disarm chance? 95. Do it. We're going to take way more than 8 stress, by the way, walking back to the room, and I am fully aware of that. We're just going to keep our light level as high as we can, as long as we can, to try and minimize the traveling stress. But we're doing a lot of backtracking here. 7,500 gold, though. It'll pay for stress relief for every one of these troopers if it comes down to that. So it's still a worthwhile journey. Plus, hey, bonus content from Perfidious Pete. It's all about those of you who can't get enough. All none of you. Somebody's out there be like, I gotta get more Pete. And I say somebody, but the fact is that person doesn't exist. They're a myth. Nobody's sitting out there being like, man, if only Pete would post just a couple more videos. It's not happening. You know, I don't want to go fight a pointless hallway battle. I would rather throw that shovel in the dirt. Turns out we could have used the shovel and explored there too. So we won that. We gambled on that one and won both ways. Oh God, your curiousness is going to make you touch books. Oh, well, you're robust. What does robust do? Plus 15 disease resist, and it replaced Unholy Slayer. So, yeah, it was in fact a downgrade. Would have much rather you had Slayer of the Unholy than robust. Although that disease resist might have helped you earlier against your creeping cough. Also, Dazzler's a singer. Doesn't it seem like having creeping cough for Dazzler would be a real serious problem? Like, too sick to perform. So, let's take our key, open the ancient artifact. Mad ducats galore. Yeah, alright, the shovel's going on the floor. What are you doing here, Pete? Well, what I'm doing is we're going to handle this hunger prompt. And I'm going to get extra stress relief for disarming this trap because I don't see any compelling reason to not. It's 8 free stress relief. Take it. And then leave the dungeon because the quest is complete. We probably made an absolute fortune here. 11,200 just for the base quest. We picked up a gunslinger's buckle, which if the need arises, we can sell. And then we hauled out a fat 19,585 in cash and prizes. So that's 30 grand in cash in a single mission. Oh, so we need 2 EXP. We're too short. 2. Picked up Ruined Scrounger, which replaced Nymphomania. Stout. Replace Precise Striker? That's terrible. Natural Swing, replace Mankind Hater. Those are both bad. Spasms of the Entrails, no big deal. The Worries is absolutely terrible. We came up 2 EXP short of the promised land. That's very, very unfortunate. The question is, can we run these guys through one more dungeon with their current problems? Let's see what's going to be on offer. We have to go to the Weald. I'm not doing a medium mission in the Weald. So you know what? This is the perfect opportunity to give these guys a week off. We may as well just go take care of all of these problems now, because I'm not doing a mission in the Weald. I'm not going to do it. So, diseases belong to, I believe, Rachel Roth, who has the worries. That shit's got to go. Allison Blair had creeping cough. And, you know, spasm of the entrails is not that bad. A penalty to healing skills. If you're using camping skills to heal, you've already done something wrong anyway. Team Bounty Hunter is probably still in good shape. Slade and Barbara could use a little stress relief, but it doesn't really merit paying for it at this point. You know, you don't want to have to pay for it if you don't have to. Let me look at your guys' camping skills real quick. I didn't buy extra camping skills. No, I have Sanctuary, I just didn't equip it. That's exactly what I did. Chant, Bless. Okay, well, Pep Talk has got to go then and give me Sanctuary. Actually, can I have both? No. Sanctuary, we don't need Pep Talk. That skill is straight up trash. Rachel Roth, I'm assuming I did the same thing for you. Yep, you have Sanctuary as well. Kopetsky, I didn't by chance... Oh, yeah. Okay, so you have Pep Talk, which is wrong. So what do we want? Encourage, plan, takedown, tracking, and scout ahead. And scout ahead is better than Pep Talk. Slade, what do you got? Same thing? You have wound care. No, I would really rather have scout ahead. It's self only. Would I rather have scout ahead than wound care? We could need to remove a blight or a bleed in an emergency. You know what? I'm going to keep one person who has wound care. Let's check the old stagecoach very quickly, too. Another bounty hunter. How good is that team? This team has got to be designed to work together. I like Crusader, Houndmaster. With the bounty hunter thrown in the mix, though, it doesn't fit. This team is still percolating. We don't know who it is yet. Why they're not named, but it'll come to us. It'll come to us in time. We just got to find that perfect fourth member. You know, it's like when Garbage stole Shirley Manson from whatever her previous band was, like Angelfish or something. And they're like, suddenly we've formed Garbage, the greatest 90s band of all time. That'll be like that. These guys, this is Butch and Vig looking for their Shirley. That's all it is. It's also me being done with this episode. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Your support really means a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more dank Garbage references, you might consider subscribing as well, because version 2.0 is possibly the greatest album ever produced between the years of 1990 and the year 1999. Right now, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.